YouTube, what the crap's going on? HeirofCarthage here, back in the Empire campaign where we say what the crap's going on. I think in this campaign, if I remember right, it's what the crap isn't going on at this time. This faction's at war with me. Bretonnia still has military access, but they broke up their other treaties with me. I'm still in good standing with the Dwarves, so if Bretonnia declares war on me, the Dwarves could possibly join me. And Bretonnia's not looking particularly strong. Estalia did break up their alliance with me, but Tylea is still allied to me. So, and they are defensively allied with Estalia. So I mean, I would hope that we don't get a whole lot of these nonsense stuff. There's still a little bit of Tempelhof left. Not really making a ton of money, and it's because we've got so many people in so many different places. We need to deploy a battle wizard to Ostermark. This battle can be fought, and that battle can also be fought. Okay, so just trying to familiarize myself back with where we're at. I've got Karl Franz, I believe. Someone got injured. Let's go back and see who it was. That would be Mr. Franz. He's injured for 3 more turns. And then we've got Balthasar, he's right here. So he could potentially fight a battle here soon too, and there's only 4 vampire settlements left at this point. So let's see. Don't think, I mean, I've got a little bit of money. I'm really not making much money. It's kind of pathetic considering how much territory I have. And I've got a fair number of trade agreements up as well. I don't think Kislev...
Welcome to Kislev.
They might trade with me, let's see. Nope, they still don't want to trade with me. So Kislev, not interested. I mean, I got a lot of trade agreements going. It must just be the massive upkeep of the crazy armies that I have with Franz. And honestly, my armies still are lacking some fun stuff in them that I want to get in there. Thinking about putting a Luminarch in one of these armies, and probably should. I'm trying to think, both these armies could use a Luminarch, honestly. And it would be a lot of fun. I don't know if I can actually build a Luminarch at the moment, though. Let's see, where's my other armies? Let's just get familiar with where my other armies are at the moment, too. So there's Balthasar. This should be Franz's army, but it's there. I've got this kind of part army there, and another part army up here. And then just a very small force here, so pretty limited forces, honestly. Like I said, I must be doing something wrong if I'm not making a whole lot more money than this. Let's upgrade some of these structures that might give me a little more money. Those aren't going to give me a lot more money for that upgrade, but let's see. Dude, Altdorf. Go to this. Enables a warrior priest. Let's go into the building tree and see what unlocks the Luminarch. Here it is. Yeah, we can train Luminarchs. And we should be able to train steam tanks and other stuff from down here at Nuln. So we got the gunnery school. Yeah. So we should be able to train every unit right now.
Let us begin.
I can't think of a reason not to bring a Luminarch in right now, and I'm actually thinking about bringing in... Let's just bring in 1 Luminarch to begin with. It's going to be so expensive to recruit a Luminarch on Global. What? Additional Engineers Workshop? Are you serious? How do I not have an Engineers Workshop in this joint? Armory, blacksmith, armory. Well, engineer's workshop. It's going to require a tier 5 building chain to accomplish. The armory only requires tier 4. Wow. Or there's an engineer's workshop. I just don't have the wizard school in the same spot. Really? I mean, they have to be in the exact same settlement. That's kind of annoying. I like the fact that Nuln is really... we probably don't need this extra public order here, honestly, and we got the engineer's workshop and we can build the College of Magic here. So let's tear that down, because that'll be the easiest fix to the problem, I think. Which means that I got rid of a unit there that I shouldn't have. It's going to take a long time to get this Luminarch trained, but let's disband one more crossbow while we're at it, and maybe put in a couple of these handgunners.
I will do this. I will marshal the band.
Okay, we're good. Let's just leave things as they are right now. Got this treasure who's gained a skill point. I'm sure this is really important to me. It's not. I'm just kidding. Bright Wizard. Now this might be important to me. Piercing Bolts of Burning. And Flamestorm is pretty sweet. I'd kind of like to unlock Flamestorm, so I'm going to head that direction. There we go. Bright Wizards to me are probably one of the funnest wizards, just in terms of watching their spells do what they do. The Celestial Wizard has some cool looking spells. I just find their spells to be like almost utterly useless.
Be at peace, for that is all I ever want.
I will not be joining the war against the Greenskins right now. The Comet of Kessendora just looks amazing, but it just does not do much damage. And I've had people tell me that, oh yeah, man, it's great. I've used it. It does this and that, but I just haven't seen it deliver any results, really. There's no way I can win this, is there? I mean, their infantry is pretty garbage. I don't know if I can kill their lord, though, and all the peasant bows. And, yeah, I mean, they've got all the trebuchets. Yeah, this is unwinnable. Let's not waste our time on that. It's just some land down at Bretonnia that I had picked up from, I think, allying with another faction. I don't think this is going to be a big deal, and I don't think those guys are going to have what it takes to invade my homelands. So I'll lose a little bit of income from not owning that settlement, but it's not that big a deal. I still have like a big castle over there. The only problem is like we're probably going to suffer public order issues, but at least the castle can maybe keep them in check until I'm able to focus my forces down in the Bretonnia area, because we're going to have to. Plus, I want to take Marienburg. I want the port income, and Erengrad would be great to own as well if I get an opportunity. But we've got Varg and Scaling still raiding, and so it takes a lot of resources on the northern end of the Empire to keep those guys in check. They are supremely irritating. We actually lost quite a bit more income there than I would have thought. And we've got Vampire Count Rebel doing some raiding up here. That is a sizable rebel stack.
To the provinces?
That is a huge rebel stack. The coffin has walls and some defenses, though.
This is impudence.
We're going to need to silence the rebels. Yes. If I pull away from here, the vampire counts are almost certainly going to come knocking.
Ready.
I'm kind of thinking about destroying the vampire count army here and just trying to hold off the rebels for the time being. Like, so for instance, if we take Sextus and, I don't know, like assault units or something.
The Empire.
So that'll damage some of the vampire units a little bit. Let's take the army that did belong to Karl Franz and let's attack the vampires here.
For Heldenhammer.
It's given me a massive advantage here. There's a lot of enemy units. Let's well, actually it requires, I don't have to wait on the walls. I mean, I could just go ahead and siege this thing. But let's save this for one of the quest battles. It'll be more interesting than this anyway. So I'm going to actually occupy this. That'll destroy the vampire army, and it'll give me some of their territory. Balthasar has to recruit for a turn, but then really, I mean, Tempelhof, Drakenhof, these are some of the only strongholds left.
The nation calls.
I was trying to assault units with this Celestial Wizard as well.
Bolts of power.
Okay, what do I got here? See, I just have a couple of units here. Wolfenburg. So this place is actually pretty happy right now. We got Varg is doing some raiding up here.
No.
more guys from Varg rolling in. Varg is going to be a problem. Because I really don't have much of a force up there to keep these guys at bay. I really just need more income. There is a gold mine at Drakenhof. It would be huge. And like I said, the port at Erengrad would be a huge boost too. I'm just spread too thin at the moment. The real question is, do I need 2 armies to occupy the vampires? And, I mean, the technical answer is no. But
I am the supreme patriarch.
Since I got to get rid of the corruption that's causing some of the problem,
Praise Sigmar.
I'm probably going to take one of these armies back north. There's just no need. It's the Foe Seeker. Or actually, let's reset that. Let's get him a Warhorse and then a Scarred Veteran. There we go. I don't know that we're going to need it with that guy, but just in case. One of these armies needs to go north. And we can push off Varg, we can take Erengrad, we can settle some other lands. One army can focus on the vampires, and once they are cleaned up, I should be able to come over here and focus against them. And like I said, once we get the money from the gold mine, we should be able to afford another Cinnabar mining pit. There we go. That'll get me some more income going too, and so we're upgrading this. So let's work on those buildings that'll help my income thrive a little bit. Sextus picked him up a skill point. Let's give him Foe Seeker. Alright, there we go.
It is good to see our allies of the mountains.
Not joining the war against the Greenskins. Think we've been through this before. I don't think those Vampire Rebels at the moment have enough strength to come through my defenses. Looks like the Dwarves are chasing the Varg, so that's quite good. I must have assigned them to that. Definitely good news. Speaking of which, did you all see the tweet and the Facebook post that Creative Assembly put up today? It was pretty exciting. There was some news in there where they said that in the update that's coming, there's going to be some customizable items and skills for your lords in the new update, which means that they've been listening to feedback that people have been posting about wanting stuff like banners and items and all that kind of stuff. And they said that basically they've added it in, and they're saying it's a first iteration and that they want our feedback on it as we try it. That's very exciting to me, and I'm very excited to see them try that. It's very pleasing to see a company listen to the feedback that are coming from people, go ahead and implement something, and then take further feedback so that we can hopefully turn it into something that takes the multiplayer in this game from what was, and I'm not trying to be mean, just being honest, it was fairly bare bones and can potentially turn it into something pretty amazing. Bechhofen is besieged. I still think that I might be able to beat those guys back from the walls. Thinking let's let Balthasar here take care of the vampires, and let's send Franz back north to settle up the vampire rebellion. Or I say Franz, what will be Franz's army. We're going to send it back north. There's a lot of vampire corruption, so I can't actually just leave him outside the city at the moment. Let's see if with Balthasar we can... Tempelhof has got to have some pretty serious defenses. Actually, they're not that good.
No peace, just war.
But it's going to require me to have at least a battering ram. So let's continue the siege and let's force Tempelhof out of the equation. We have a lot of public order issues over here, like a whole lot of public order issues, but we will do our best to contain that. I've got a little bit more money too. Let's go into our provinces and see where the most effectual spend will be. Swap back over here in the Reichland. Nothing there of particular interest to me at the moment. Midland seems happy. Moneymaker should be pretty good. Wolfenburg, we can rebuild our gold mine. Crap's sake, that's gonna help. I forgot that got torn down in a raid. And then Wissenland has plenty of defenses. Let's see. Let's just build up this weaving house because that'll make us some extra money. Talabheim land, not much here we can do is going to be terribly helpful. And Hockland, again, and we're already in process. Averland. We got a Shrine to Sigmar, which is great. That's helping with public order. I'd kind of like to build another weaving house there, but we're going to wait. Let's take a look at Nordland. Nordland is struggling, but they're okay. They're making it. Stirland. We can upgrade there. Defenses are pretty decent here, so let's not spend too much money at the moment. Ostermark, Western Sylvania. Let's actually build up Swartzoff in there. Bastogne. I'm actually going to upgrade the defenses here just to make this a really difficult spot for this faction to take. They may try and siege me, but even still, I've got some decent defenses here. So let's try and make it extremely difficult.
Cleanse the empire.
And then let's use this agent. Let's see if we can demoralize their army.
They will know who they face.
There we go. He's got a warhorse. Influential, removes chaos, corruption, attrition. Let's help him, I guess, remove corruption. That could become handy eventually. I doubt it because chaos is out of the picture, but at least it gives us something. All right, so we've made our moves. This army's got to wait. We're gonna go try and relieve the siege at Bickofen.
Ready.
We can go ahead and assault units. Failed, Sextus? You failed me? It's okay, I forgive you, I like you. But let's try it again here. Okay, both failed, but at least we're trying. We're gonna attempt to get something done there.
The provinces.
Okay. Alright, let's see what else was besieged. It seemed like it told me. I don't see anything else that's besieged. Let's check our war coordination targets. And yeah, here we go. See, these guys need coordination targets. Let's have these guys target that. Karak Norn. Let's give them a... Yeah, I'm not worried about the vampire rebels. Let's go after those guys. I want the dwarves like taking the fight to the Varg. That would be the most helpful to me. Alright. Any other war coordination targets need to be set? No. Wonder if Kislev has changed their mind.
In the north, we have cold hearts and...
There we go. Well, they still don't want a non-aggression pact, but at least they're trading with me. Doesn't hurt anything. Feel like we're making some progress with them. Softening their hearts towards the Empire. Though they probably won't remain that way. And the dwarves are struggling. Ah, sweet. One of the Varg armies just got wiped out by the dwarfs. Those guys are great. Gotta love those wonderful, long-bearded friends. Okay, Bordelot looks like they have besieged me. I could potentially try and fight them on open ground, but they do have a crap load of trebuchet.
You are not welcome in my court, yet.
I'm not giving you a peace treaty. Unless you want to, like, make yourself even more undead or more dead, then you might as well just forget it. You can bring your agent spam down, you can do whatever you want, but Tempelhof is going to fall. And it's not going to be long before the rest of them go down too. Okay, so this got besieged. Karl Franz is ready for duty again, so that's
I will not blight my soul.
Good. I mean, I have a mortar, but again, they've got
You dishonor me.
they have like 5 or 6 field trebuchet and the archers. My infantry can take them. I would have to deal with their lord though, so they can siege me if they want. I don't run out of supplies for 9 more turns, so they can siege me. I'm just gonna keep messing with them with the agent.
Our faith. Fear us.
We'll We'll do what we can. It may not work, but we'll do what we can.
By the comet.
Gotta wait one more turn before we can auto-resolve these guys out of existence. So
I shall be
let's
victorious.
continue that siege. And at Essen, this army has... We need to kick this bloke and bring back the Emperor. Alright, so we got Mr. Franz back.
Summon the Elector Counts.
We're gonna take attrition moving through here. How heavy would the attrition be? Would it be bad? It doesn't look like it's gonna be the end of the world. I'm just gonna go ahead and move up. I'll eat the attrition and we're gonna take out the vampires.
Yes.
So we'll force the vampires off there. Next turn we're gonna be able to auto-resolve those guys out. There will be rebellions, but we'll just put down the rebellions. Shouldn't be that big of a deal. Let's go ahead and end one more turn so we can get a little bit of our money back. Armory, Temple of Sigmar. It's not gonna help. Reduction in vampiric and chaos corruption probably never hurts, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw that on there. And a warrior priest has gained a skill. Let's go with this influential. He's got another skill, so let's make him very influential. Oh, hang on, reset. What's this Hammer of Sigmar? Yeah, we're doing that one. All right. You know Patchy like weapons. Good job, my dwarf friends. Good job. My little bearded minions. I am disappointed by how very little money I'm making, but if we get a hold of Ehrengrad, we started building up the gold mine in Wolfenburg, we could actually turn our income up a great deal. I do have two very fancy, well I say very fancy, pretty darn fancy armies. Lots of demigryphs, Reichsguards, stuff that drives up the cost, great swords. So it's not like we have, I mean we got two armies that are living pretty rich. Okay, Sausenmund has a pretty sizable force outside of it. God, the Vargan scaling, just so many stacks. And it takes so long to go up and destroy all their settlements. I've done it when I'm playing campaigns for fun. So who got assassinated?
I am the Supreme Patriarch.
A dang light wizard, apparently. What a bunch of turd munches.
Ulrich's will.
See how you like this. Who's got assassinated now? Crackheads. I'm gonna just occupy Tempelhof. That way I can actually have all the buildings already ready to go in it. So let's go ahead and put some defenses in case the Greenskins get a little bit too friendly. And I'm gonna actually ditch this and put in a Temple of Sigmar. There we go. So on this turn, we'll be able to replenish a little bit. This Witch Hunter's getting some pretty decent rank. Propagandist removes corruption. Watcher. Let's set him to. Let's improve his ability to guard the army. Against agent actions, Karl Franz is ready to beat down
Ulrich's will.
these vampiric rebels. Let's go ahead and fight this. I don't know if I'm going to get any other battles in on this episode because it's going longer than I thought it would. We definitely want to do the quest battle. Oh, wow, yeah, we got tons of reinforcement. These guys are going to get absolutely spanked. Extra armor piercing damage. Let's give that to... Ooh, man, this is so tempting who to give this to because it could be a lot of fun on quite a few different units. Let's give it to the Demigryph Knights with Halberds. That's going to make them insane. Leadership, let's give that to one of the basic sword units because their leadership sucks. And then Strider, let's give that to one of the other demigryphs to make them faster over uneven terrain. I had to reassign those since Franz had taken a wounding blow previously. You have to reassign all your different banners. Oh man, we're gonna beat the living daylights out of this vampire army. I mean, the Crypt Horrors combined with Graveguard, and if they have Invocation to Heck, that could get pretty nasty. I'm not gonna lie, it could get really nasty. But we've got so many reinforcements that I'm feeling pretty good. And I have like a whole line of demigryphs and great swords. So I got Franz mounted up there. My Bright Wizard is not mounted. Let's kind of take a look at this terrain here. This is fairly even terrain to fight on. It won't be too bad. A little bit of a downhill over here, but it'll be tolerable. Well, actually, let's... Let's back it up to like right here. Put some swords in reserves. Those guys think they're great swords even though they're not. Got my rocket batteries set up. I'm going to put all my demigryphs in the center, flanked by Reichsguard, and I'm going to have like a devastating frontal charge force ready to like weaken everything the vampires rush at me. And my Bright Wizard, I'm still going to leave my Bright Wizard right out front to begin with. Because he's got the Fireball spell and melee defense, armor piercing damage, cascading fire cloak. That's pretty slick. I might just, yeah, let's just put this guy back here for now. Okay. Because the Fireball's not going to do me a lot of good. Let's save the money for the cascading fire cloak. I'm going to start the battle. My rockets are just out of range, but the vampires are going to have to scoot up, and then my reinforcements should be coming in behind them. Here they come. And it is a pretty considerable force of reinforcements. I've got some pretty nice chevronage going on some of these units, man. These demigryphs are looking absolutely brutal. Looks like I got some decent units coming on from back here. Let's put some spears on these. This isn't going to actually get them in the formation that I want them, but we can at least get them close.
Ready to fire. No lingering. Yes, General.
I'm going to go ahead and start running the Empire Knights up here to support.
Sigmar call. Yes, General. Yes, sir.
There we go. All right. My rocket batteries are opening fire. Let's catch some of that action up close. Let's see what kind of damage the rocket batteries can do to the Crypt Horrors. Let's actually target right here because there's kind of a blob right behind those units. Oh yeah, there we go. We got a couple hits. Rockets are pretty inaccurate, but they're a heck of a lot of fun. And when they do hit, they do cause some pretty nice damage. To infantry, of course. Pretty good refire rate on those guys. Oh, let's hit play here. So I'm going to use my Reichsguard to shore up this flank here because I got a bunch of these Warhounds coming through. I'm going to keep my demigryphs up front to do all the charging. I've also got Karl Franz who can help out against the Warhounds.
Yes, General. With the summit. Ready. Yes, sir.
Take a couple shots at these guys. Okay, Empire Knights all the way up here, please. I'm going to wait just a second until they're a little bit closer, and I'm going to charge in my demigryphs and follow up with great swords.
Sir. We are ready.
Let's bring another swordsman out here.
Swordsman.
Okay, I'm going to pause. Yeah, we're at a pretty good spot where I should be able to get a good downhill charge with some of my infantry. Got this flank secured over here. Okay. Yeah, let's wait just another second. I'm going to hit play. Okay, here we go. Demigryph Knights straight into the Crypt Horrors. I want to disrupt the Crypt Horrors more than anything else. Crypt Horrors. Crypt Horrors. And of course Crypt Horrors. So I've got all my Demigryph Knights heading into the Crypt Horrors. I'm going to attack Graveguard. Let's do a follow-up attack there. I like pausing it sometimes just to get in all my orders the way I want them. So I think we've got good commands here. My rockets are gonna all of a sudden be pretty worthless because I can't keep firing without hitting my own men, so I'm gonna give them a ceasefire order. And Karl Franz, I'm gonna bring him in behind and get ready to charge the enemy general. Okay, use my Reichsguard to try and slow down all these units. We managed to do it. Good, we caught every last single one of them. Let's bring in my... Okay, Karl Franz got interrupted by bats, which is annoying, but not a problem. Okay, Bright Wizard. Let's do the Cascading Fire Cloak right here.
The winds glow hot.
Do the magical fire damage there. Okay, let's bring these swordsmen out here to support against the Grave Guard. Empire Knights can follow up with a rear charge right here. This should be pretty brutal. So you see the Cryptors and everything there. These guys are going to be getting hit pretty hard. So Empire Knights piling in from behind. And Karl Franz is still cleaning up bats, but let's forget the bats. Cascading Fire Cloak once again. And let's do the same thing. Just keep buffing up our infantry. Easily took out our foes over here. Oh yeah, we wrecked the vampires. This wasn't even close. Yeah, the Demigryph Knights just straight trashed the Crypt Horrors, and without those, they didn't have a chance. So, and their lord got absolutely bushwhacked, and then the buffs from the Bright Wizard were definitely taking a toll there, giving my guys all kinds of extra armor-piercing damage and defense and all that kind of stuff. So, Bright Wizard does have some pretty nice buff spells. They cost quite a bit of mana, but I mean they're fun to use and they have some nice effect. All right, so Beckhofen gets pacified for the moment, which should help Essen as well. I want to upgrade the settlement because there's buildings we can put in here that are going to help substantially. So we've captured Tempelhof. Only 2 vampire settlements remain. Of course, we're going to have to do some pacification of the vampire lands still. No doubt about that. A little bit extra growth here isn't going to hurt. We need to capture Drakenhof and Eskin, or however you say that. But otherwise, yeah, I think we're in pretty good shape. That's all I have for this episode. That also increased our income with some of the extra buildings that we put in. Wolfenburg's about to get this gold mine too, and like I said, I'll use one of these lords up here to try and resettle Ehrengrad as well, and we can use that to boost up our income. And then when the time comes, we'll seize Marienburg from the Bretonnians. Yeah, and I'd like to see these guys get through that castle. I don't think they can. Anyway, hope you all enjoyed this one. HeirofCarthage signing out.